In this video, I want to solve a few more problems using the elimination method. So again, remember, step one is to get the x's and y's to line up, right? So I just want to reverse the order of my x and y here. So that would leave me with negative x plus y equals -1. And the bottom equation I'm not going to change. I have x plus y equals 3. And now if you notice, we have opposite coefficients. There's a -1 on the top, plus 1 on the bottom, right? Plus 1x minus 1x. So if I add these together, I end up with 0x plus 2y equals 2. And if we divide both sides by 2, I'm left with y equals 1. So that's half of my answer, right? The ordered pair, my y would be 1. To find x, I can plug in 1 here or here, right? I'll use the bottom equation, so let me rewrite this as x plus, now instead of y, I'm going to replace y with 1. So I have x plus 1 equals 3, subtract 1, whoops, and you're left with x equals 2. So my ordered pair would be 2, 1. Okay, let's jump back to the book and maybe look at a few practice problems. So I'm back to section 3.5 of your textbook. I want to jump to a page. So I'd like to go to page 180 and let's do practice problem number 7. So just to give myself some space here, right? So this is page 180. And I'm going to work on problem 7. So my x's are lined up, my y's are lined up, but I do not have opposite coefficients. So I'm thinking I could either get opposite coefficients in x by making maybe a plus or minus 12, or I can do it in y by doing plus or minus 40, right? If I multiply the top by 8 and the bottom by 5, that would give me 40y on the bottom and negative 40y on the top. So when I add the two equations, the y's would cancel. But I'm not going to do that. I would like to get rid of the x's. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by 4, and I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by -3. Right? And the reason why I do that will become evident soon. 4 times 3x is 12x, and 4 times -5y is -20y, and 4 times 9 is 36. Right? I distribute the 4 all the way through. On the bottom, I have to distribute the 3 all the way through. So -3 times 4 is -12x. -3 times 8 is 24y, -24y, excuse me. And -3 times 12 is -36. I just want to double check to make sure I did this okay. 12, 20, 36, that looks good. And -12, yeah. Okay, so when I add these two together, I get 0, and this looks like minus 44y equals 0. So first I get a little nervous, but then I think about it. If I divide both sides by -44, I end up with y equals 0. Okay, so my ordered pair, I know y is equal to 0. Right? So now to find x, I just have to substitute in y equals 0, either here or here. Doesn't matter which equation I use. I'll use the top equation. Okay, so I'm going to write 3x minus 5 times 0 equals 9, right? Because y was equal to 0. So now I'm left with 3x equals 9, divide by 3, and you see we get x equals 3. So my ordered pair will be 3, 0. Okay? I think that should do it. You know, of course, I'm going to want you to take a look at the summary on page 12. and look at some of the application problems, right? So the summary looks like it's 3 pages long. Oops, just want to move it over here. Okay, so take a look at the summary, do some of the practice problems, and if you have questions, we can talk in Zoom, and I'll help you work through the problems. Thank you for watching.